Hi everyone, in this video I am going to discuss the basic electrical properties of MOSFET, which are also called as the AC properties. They are MOS transistor transconductance GM, output conductance GD, and figure of merit omega naught. So what is transconductance? Transconductance expresses the relationship between output current IDS and the input voltage VGS, and it is defined as GM is equal to dou IDS by dou VGS provided VDS is constant. So this transconductance decides the current driving capability of the MOSFET for a given input voltage swing. The higher transconductance gives the ability to charge the capacitive loads at the input of next stage in the integrated circuit. The capacitive load in the integrated circuits also arise from the routing capacitance of the interconnection or wire. Higher GM values can be achieved by reducing the channel length. So the benefits of increasing GM by increasing W are nullified by the corresponding increase in the input capacitance, whereas reduction in the channel length not only increases the GM but also reduces the input capacitance. So these type of conclusions can be drawn by calculating the GM. So let us see whether we are able to draw to some conclusions or not by the GM. So GM is equal to dou IDS by dou VGS. IDS we have already calculated, and for IDS calculation you can watch the previous videos. So IDS is equal to mu COX W into VDS square by 2L for saturation region. We know saturation region is large VDS. VDS greater than or equal to VDS sat, and VDS is equal to VGS minus VTN. So if you do the differentiation of this IDS with VGS, then this is the equation if we differentiate with VGS. So if you substitute IDS is equal to mu COX W by 2L in the place of VDS, VGS minus VTN, because we want to do differentiation with VGS. So in the place of VDS, if you write VGS minus VTN whole square, then we know if you consider all this term as some x square. So x square differentiation is 2x, we know. So 2 into VGS minus VTN. Here we are having 2 no denominator. So that 2, these 2 gets cancelled, and what we will have mu COX W by L into VGS minus VTN. The square also will be removed because we did the differentiation. So then what is the GM? GM is equal to beta into VGS minus VTN. What is this beta? KW by L. Beta is equal to KW by L or mu COX W by L. So we know mu COX is nothing but K. Okay. So what is ultimately that we got? GM transconductance is equal to beta into VDS in short. What is VDS? VGS minus VTN. So we have discussed that W by L, beta is equal to KW by L, and it is nothing but GM is equal to KW by L into VGS minus VTN. So KW by L, how we can increase GM? By increasing the width or by reducing the L. So if we have the higher GM values, that can be achieved by reducing the channel length or by increasing the width. So whatever we do, we can have the other trade-off. Like if we increase the L channel length, then if we reduce the channel length, so it is denominator. So in the denominator value, whatever we reduce, then GM increases. So if we reduce the denominator channel length, then reduction in the channel length not only increases GM, but it also reduces the input capacitance. So similarly, if we increase the W, area also increases. So this we need to consider, we'll have the trade-offs here. We can come to some conclusions by calculating these parameters. So that is GM. Then next parameter is output conductance or small signal conductance, GD. So GD is equal to dou IDS by dou VDS. Previously what we did, we have differentiated IDS with VGS. Here we need to differentiate IDS with VDS, provided VGS constant. If we are differentiating IDS with one voltage, the other should be a constant. So then when the MOSFET is biased in linear region, VDS is small. The conductance GD is obtained by differentiation of IDS with respect to VDS. So IDS is equal to mu COX W by L, VGS minus VTN minus VDS by 2 into VDS. So this is IDS equation for resistive region. So if we do the differentiation, every term if you multiply W by L, this mu COX, all this if you consider as constants, VGS into VDS if you consider, and if you do differentiation with VDS, then we will have VGS. If you do differentiation of VTN into VDS with VDS, you will have VTN. If you do VDS square by 2 differentiation with VDS, VDS square is nothing but 2 VDS. 2 VDS by 2. So 2 VDS by 2, 2 gets cancelled, we will have VDS. So this is GD. GD is equal to mu COX W by L into VGS minus VTN minus VDS. So the performance of the circuit depends on switching speed, which in turn depends on the on-channel resistance. We have calculated GD, and 1 by GD gives the on-channel resistance. R-on is equal to 1 by GD. Just if we do the reciprocal, invert numerator and denominator, we will have R-on. Next, the figure of merit. So to decrease R-on, width of the transistor has to be increased. If we see here, to decrease R-on, if we want to decrease R-on, what we should do? Either decrease L or increase W. So if you increase the width, then obviously area increases. Area is equal to W into L. So MOS transistor figure of merit is one more parameter that is obtained by omega naught is equal to GM by CG. GM we have already calculated. That if we divide by CG, so GM is equal to beta into VGS minus VTN. We know what is beta, what is in terms of K, in terms of mu and COX. And we want this term now, because we have CG in terms of C naught X WL. So we will consider according to our convenience. So omega naught is equal to GM by CG. GM is equal to mu n COX W by L into VGS minus VTN divided by COX WL. So if you do this division, then we can find COX W common in numerator and denominator. Then what we will get? Omega naught is equal to mu n by L square VGS minus VTN. If we cancel the common terms, we will have this mu n by L square into VGS minus VTN is nothing but the figure of merit. And VGS minus VTN for saturation region is VDS. Just we can substitute omega naught is equal to mu n by L square into VDS. So this appears to be the known term. So where did we see this term? In calculating the tau. Tau transit time delay, the time it takes for the electrons to move from source to drain. That tau is equal to L square by mu n VDS. This one omega naught is equal to mu n VDS by L square. So the relation is tau and omega naught are reciprocal to each other. So omega naught is equal to 1 by tau. Figure of merit is equal to 1 by transit time delay. So this figure of merit also gives some conclusions. If we see this equation, omega naught is equal to mu L square into VDS. Then switching speed is dependent on gate voltage above the threshold. Gate voltage, this is gate voltage above the threshold. Carrier mobility mu n, and it depends on inversely proportional. It is inversely proportional to the square of the channel length. So when the channel length is reduced for a process, the speed of the circuit increases by root 2 times. So these are the conclusions drawn with the figure of merit omega naught. Thank you one and all.